no, it's a damn trout. Dude, it almost ripped the rod out of my hand.
Oh, it's a little wild, huh?
That's what we're after, just a little bigger.
Pretty little guy.
Oh, big toad, dude. Toad. And she's way down there. No way I'm getting it back.
Dude, hold him away from me.
I think I'll just put it right here.
Actually, while you guys are installing, I'm going to walk it back up. What are we going to be putting in there?
Fish.
What are we putting in there, Nick?
Putting some steelhead in here.
That's right. We're gonna. So for all you guys tuning in, this is another episode of Addicted Life. We're going to be fishing today with Nick Popov and Evan Lafke here. We got some good sticks going down the river, and we are looking for wild steelhead that are hopefully going to be going in this box for a broodstock program. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and give us a comment down below. And hopefully, I think today we're going to catch some fish, right?
That's right. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
All right.
The silent anglers.
Can you throw off some text, dude? Alright, you should be good.
How about now, everybody?
Oh, testing.
Hold on, everyone quiet, quiet,
I
quiet,
can see
quiet.
our voices.
Quiet.
Still no.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, what's up, you fish people out there? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you guys. Is it working?
You guys got it?
We're working? Figured it out. I blame Clint.
I do
Michael
too.
Pitts, so
Michael
do we.
Pitts, you're on
Thank
point,
you.
bro.
I'm going to think.
What's
I'm
up,
going
Ava
to
and
Facebook.
Austin?
Is it working?
My little ones.
We good? We good?
It's working.
Government shutdown.
Oh,
Yeah, your government shutdown.
Yes,
Clint
that's
works
it.
for the government.
Got it. What's up, boys and girls? Damn, I had such a good little intro that we were talking
This is
about.
fun, yeah.
Right on. Well, instead of us just you guys trying to figure out what we said, we'll just do it again. I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro to the Addicted Life episode that we did with Mr. Nick Popov here. We went and tried to catch wilds, but we only
tried,
ended
we
up
failed.
catching
We
caught the
catching the
replication.
output of
Yeah.
a wild broodstock program, which was super cool. But if you guys haven't checked out that episode, you guys can check it out. It's episode 21 on YouTube, Addicted Life. So
Pretty good episode.
pretty fun episode. It was a long ass day fishing with you, man. I know when
I'm
we
a
go
grinder, ladies
fishing
and
with
gentlemen.
Nick is gonna you are fishing
To the
dawn
bone.
till dark.
You're
Tell
stuck.
all those people out there
Getting it
watching
done.
who want this to be our biggest episode. They need to start sharing it out there.
Yeah, so we want this to be our biggest episode. The Addicted Life episodes are really starting to ramp up every time we do them, and we are noticing that you guys really like the Steelhead episodes. Okay,
A lot.
we get it. We do bass and sturgeon, and we know it. You guys love Steelhead. We love Steelhead
We love
too.
'em too.
Heck yeah. Cam the Trout Slayer. I was a trout slayer that day. You guys,
he was on fire.
You,
He had, like-
you guys all jealous.
They need to stay tuned because some of the Steelhead episodes we have coming.
Oh,
We got some good stuff coming.
there is some beat down Steelhead episodes coming, but we can't really show them a little bit. The timinality is a little too
Yeah,
close.
right.
Gotta let
We
them
have to
kinda,
have patience, everybody.
you gotta have patience.
Michael
but
Pitts, grind with
I
Popov.
really, yeah, heck yeah.
He's done it. He knows.
That's right. So we got Jordan Knigge in here too. 168 Adventures, Nick Popov from Peel the Reel, myself. You guys know me, all that good stuff.
Do they?
Cameron Black gone catching? Probably not.
Probably
Probably
Right?
not. I don't blame him.
YouTube.
I don't want to be known.
Cameron's
I don't wanna be
hiding. He was
known.
on vacation for a week. He's
I was
blacked out a little.
sitting down in 85-degree sunny weather, so
Oh man.
I'm-
bummer.
No.
Dude, don't say that. My
You look-
wife is gonna shoot
you don't
me
look
when I
like
get
a
home
tanner.
or have a
Huh?
ticket bought.
I know, and I didn't even wear sunscreen. Like we were in Rotan and
Did you swim with the dolphins too?
No,
Oh,
did not.
man.
And I didn't even fish. Didn't even hold a rod.
Well,
That's good.
dumb.
for you,
Snorkeled
though.
a lot, though.
Your wife, I'm sure, appreciated that.
Snorkeled a ton. It was fun.
That's
Hey,
cool.
Where were you
have
at?
You're very nice because I can tell you what, Sharon, if you're watching, if I went to the Caribbean, I guarantee you I would have bailed off and went fishing. Don't say.
Bree,
I'll tell you
probably
this.
know I
Next
would've as
time,
well.
next time I go, and I will go again. 100%. It was
You
awesome.
will be fishing.
I will be doing a few more things.
What do they do over there? I mean, is it?
I don't even know. There's just, it's the water's 85. Dude, the water, the most incredible blue and greens you've ever seen. The fish just, you look off the dock of the piers and there's these little like black and white and yellow fish swimming around. I mean, it's incredible.
That's
But,
sick.
but they're not steelhead. And that's what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about that on Facebook Live and all that good stuff. You know, we have bobber dogging. What's that?
Super chat.
Oh, yeah. And so one thing you guys want to say, so I'm learning of some of your stuff here. We got learning a lot from you guys. The drift boat giveaway will be next week. Sean Lehman, I just saw your comment. Next week. We wanted to kind of advertise that a little bit.
A bit of a build up to it.
So, and
Yep.
then, Cam, let people know that what we were planning, like a get together and all that, but with the sportsman show, it just, time hit us faster than we thought.
Okay, so I don't know if the problem is I don't know if you guys are hearing what Marlon's saying as well, but we were gonna do a giveaway, like a big kind of like end of the year party. Unfortunately, we're gonna save that for the Sportsman Show. Come by the booth, Portland Sportsman Show, February 6th through 10th. However, we do want to give the drift boat away so that lucky person, can go to the Sportsman Show, see it, and pick it up at the end of the Sportsman Show too. So for those that don't know, we're giving away an Umquad drift boat for participations in our bashes that we did throughout the year. I think we did like 12 of them, everything from kokanee to steelhead to fall fish. So we're going to be doing that. Like I said, next week we will be doing the giveaway. So we'll be advertising. We'll be advertising, and we're going to draw it live. Like we're literally going to walk it in here. We're going to pull the name. It's going to be.
The dude. We're going to call him on the line.
It's going to be legit. So
Phone call
all
on the
turn
live
in.
feed.
Yeah,
Michael Pitts, I'm ready
man.
for my new boat.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey, anyone who attended has a
all
shot.
right.
I can't wait to draw it. I'm going to draw it and be like, Marlon Lefebvre, yeah!
And
Call
then
yourself.
you'd have to row though.
Yeah.
If you had a drift boat.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not into that.
I'll give it to
Uh-oh.
Hey, okay, you know
Super
what?
chat.
I got a super chat, and this brings up a great Travis Johnson. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We do appreciate it. And I want to take this little moment, and I'm going to get on a little bit of a pedestal because I saw a little bit of scuttle today on our page and on our group. If you guys don't know about our group, we do a Facebook group, Addicted Fishing Forum. You can check it out there. And it's not something that we moderate, see all the time, but it's a place that anglers, like-minded anglers, can go and discuss. And and they can give us a little support to what we're doing. The live feeds, the Addicted Life episodes, the movies, giving away a drift boat. Come on, man. The bashes.
Yeah.
All that stuff costs us an insane amount of time and money. An insane amount of time and money. And there's a lot of people that appreciate what we do, and they appreciate it by supporting our brand and by buying some of our gear, buying our products. We definitely try to go out and make, speaking of new products, we try to make, we're not going to talk about these yet, but you can see them up here. Anyways, but we put a lot of time and effort into this, and there's a lot of people that choose to support it, and we thank you guys. Absolutely everything. I'll tell you what, we absolutely love it, and we enjoy doing this, so don't get me wrong there. But dude, we have a cameraman that works for us 5 days a week now to make tutorials, YouTube stuff, movies, Addicted Life episodes.
A lot of people
Guys
behind
that
the
do
scenes.
editing on the podcast. It takes time. It takes money. So we appreciate all your support. If you guys keep supporting us, we'll keep doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, one thing I want to add to that too is I think a lot of it, as well as the love for all of what we're doing here, but it's the love for fishing. I think supporting fishing, and whether it's not in a lucrative way or not, what we do here for all you guys and gals is promote fishing and make sure that those fisheries are available for us.
Without without fishermen, we have no fish.
You know, there are generations of anglers before us that have kept all this stuff secret and kept things from each other, have gotten us to these points in our fisheries where we don't have anything left because it was all a big secret for 15, 20 years, and now it's not a secret anymore.
Well, it wasn't a
We're
big
banded
secret.
together.
It was always like river name stuff in magazines and
Yeah,
stuff
exactly.
like that. But now, you know, times have changed and people have changed. But I can tell you what,
Platforms have changed.
Platforms have changed. But I tell you
We're
what,
all here to love the sport together, so
Yeah.
that's
And we do.
what it's all about, guys.
But just
And we
quickly
do.
explain how they super chat.
Okay, and so if you guys, so we have a couple super chats, and Justin Whited for $1.99. Are spoons better in cold water or warmer? What do you guys think? We got to answer that question because the super chat is when you donate money to the YouTube channel, and that's not why we're doing the YouTube live too. By the way, I know a couple people, I only doing YouTube live so they can do super chats and get money. No, it's because not everybody has a Facebook account that wants to tune in to the Facebook
And
live
we found
show.
that out during our seminars when we took a poll, and there was a lot of
Absolutely.
people who did not have Facebook accounts, and this
Yeah.
is their only access to what we do. And so
Yep.
we'll bring it on every platform.
At the end of the day, too, guys, we're not sitting here for 2 hours of our night to make $30 on Super Chat.
Yeah, exactly.
We greatly appreciate all the super chats that you guys want to give us, but don't feel like you ever have to give us these. That's not why we're doing it.
Absolute fact. And I hope you guys could hear that because I didn't want to repeat what Marlon said.
we also, hey Clint, do you know who the other super chat was? The name on it?
I think it was
And was there a question associated
No.
with it?
I don't think
Okay.
there was.
Travis Johnson.
Travis Johnson.
Johnson.
Thank you
brother.
very much. We appreciate it. Yes, sir.
So,
So
question, spoons.
Warmer.
warmer.
I don't depict mine off of warm versus cold. I think it's more off of water height for me. I like to tend to fish spoon in lower water for myself, and that higher water it makes it a little bit tougher. That's kind of how I gauge mine. I don't go off water temperature as much.
I like hardware all the time. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean,
Yeah, you are a hardware guy for sure.
I'm gonna throw
I'm
at
the
least
exact opposite.
once before I go.
Big water.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
That's
a
what
lot
I
of
was
people
gonna say.
do.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I like it when it's a little high. It's a little bit murky. Like you have good steady flow through some of like the tail outs where the fish will actually kind of be backed up into maybe that 3-4 foot of water,
Yeah.
not hiding in a riffle when it's low and clear,
Yeah,
or
totally.
hiding in the deepest, darkest hole when it's low and clear. When they're actually kind of where we kind of that 2 to 6 foot range.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the best time to get a good swing in. But that's
Well, and
me.
that's why I
Real
think.
quick, stop. Clint's gonna jump in real quick. And
What?
He's afraid to be in the camera. He's gonna jump. You're
Clint, everybody, Clint.
Marlon's making me come
when
in here
there's
so
when
everyone
there's
can yell at me about
problems
the
with
audio
when there's
problem.
problems with
This is
audio and
Clint.
video, this is Clint, everybody.
Yeah, all right.
You
So,
see him on the streets.
ask Clint how much he gets paid.
Clint, how much do you get paid?
fat zero. Well, I did get a pack of worms. I got a pack of worms.
We're gonna double your salary.
Oh, yes. All right. So really quick, I see people making comments. How do you super chat? So on YouTube, down on the bottom there where you type in your comments, you should see a symbol. There's an emoji symbol, and then next to it there should be a symbol with a little $sign. So you can click on that. If you have your account and everything set up, you guys can donate money. You can do it in the form of donating to help the addicts, thanking us for what we do. Or you can do it to, once the comments get going really crazy, it's really hard to see questions. If you do a super chat, Cam will definitely, or the guys will definitely answer your questions. So hopefully that makes sense. Down at the bottom, $ symbol, click on it, donate. Thanks.
And
job,
thank you,
Clint.
Clint.
That guy.
Work.
Round of
That
applause,
guy.
everybody.
With that, let's talk fishing.
Yeah, with that,
Yeah.
back to fishing.
Yeah. But, I think that's why you say low water, too, is some of my best spinner times, I'd say, is when the water gets low and clear, and you're fishing, like, big, heavy, either spinners or big, heavy spoons, and you're getting down in these deep, dark troughs where the fish are going to be, and you hit them right in the face because they don't have a lot of room to be.
Well,
and
there's-
nobody's fishing it like that.
Yeah, there's a few sections of the rivers I fish that is like at low clear water. A spoon is literally the only, these big rock fields and stuff is the only way you can get to those fish. And last year there was 2 or 3 days that it literally saved me. Like I caught a limit on the spoon specifically those days. I mean, it was crazy.
Right on,
Gaffney's
right on.
Guide Service, thank you, $14.99. That's sick, man.
Dude, Gaffney.
With
Where's
Gaffney.
he at? We need to go fishing with him.
Well,
I know.
yeah, and we need to get some herring.
Herring roll.
Herring man.
I already got
It's
my
getting
herring.
close to me. We're gonna be talking springers. That's what we need
I
to
got a
do. You want to
couple
bring?
cases.
Can we bring Gaffney in to
Yeah,
talk
totally,
some
totally.
springer, some bait, Gaffney? If you're on
Email
there,
me.
email Clint Laurie or the Message main page, dude. We'd love to have you in here. Talk some bait. This guy's like a bait supplier, right?
Clint,
I got 4
Yep.
cases. stuff if you need more.
Is it his stuff?
It's good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Either way, yes, let's do it. Thank you very much, Pat. Appreciate it. Let's see here. What else we got? Cold water holds oxygen better than warm. Warm energy. Yep. Active fish need oxygen. It's definitely the
Yeah, this
we're
is
talking
supposed to be
spoon.
Bob Dog.
Oh, Bobber.
We had to answer his question, man. Sometimes
Yep, we
get
did. We
carried
did have
away.
to answer the question. Thank you guys very much. All right, let's do this. Bobber dogging. Have you been bobber dogging at all this season?
A little bit, yeah.
You
I
caught
mean,
a fish at all this season on bobber dog?
I have actually.
Just
Wow.
one?
No.
Maybe
multiple.
two?
No.
I think
Multiple.
I've only
Two?
caught two. So,
Three?
No, just kidding. Just kidding. I've caught more than two, but
Yeah.
Actually, last week was pretty good. We had a little stint where a good push of fish came through, and we had 3 days in a row. It was real good one day, and then it tapered off, and it kind of got worse and worse. So, but there's still fish there. You just got to work for them. And as you saw in the last video we did, we worked very hard. Although
I
that
was
was
there.
a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that was way earlier.
Way earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long time ago, but still, it's kind of that same situation. We haven't had very much high water, and so we haven't had a ton of fish moving in. So
Just kind of moving in here and there.
Yeah.
Real fast for you guys out there tuning in, keep firing some questions on anything bobber dogging and bead, because I believe at 6 o'clock, is it? Wait, Marlon, help me out here.
6:30.
At 6:30 we go.
Yeah, it'll be 6:30, 6:45.
6:30, 6:45. We are going to go over to Facebook Live, and then we are going to do the full bobber dogging spiel. So we're just going to try to knock out some of your guys' questions.
So
right
one-
here. Let's talk about bobber
Justin
dogging
Smith.
plugs.
No relation.
Let's
Bobber
talk
dogging
about bobber
plugs.
dogging plugs.
Well, Nick, do you want
Let's
to
not
just
talk
go
about
over
bobber
the quick
dogging
basic
plugs.
setup?
Yeah,
I
we
see
can.
a lot of questions. Just show the setup.
We can
so
just go over the setup.
Yeah, let's do the setup. What do you got?
Well,
My
let's
rod?
use this rod.
yeah,
Okay,
grab the
we got
end
the
of
do
the
it
rod,
here,
boy.
Clint.
Yeah, we can get in front of that camera. Just make sure you kind of hold it right down in front of the.
The
It's
black
hard.
there.
Don't worry.
Perfect.
I hope I'm not the only one that has such a hard time.
Well, if anyone's gonna struggle, it'll be
So
me.
just real fast, just fire off about bobber dogging, why you like it, why it's so popular, just the Cliff Notes version.
So, I would say bobber dogging for me is super effective, and the reason I like it is because you can cover a large area or a large body of water, I guess, or a section of water quickly and efficiently. If you got 3 or 4 rods running through a hole, you can really spread them out, and you're moving through the hole at the same time as your gear, and it can be super, super effective. So I think it's just more of an efficiency thing than anything, but that's typically why I bobber dog over other,
That's what I've always said. It's because it's always fishing.
Yep.
You might have your line tangled up and you might waste 60 seconds of your life, but you always have your bait on there. You always have your beads or you have your yarn. Or it's not going anywhere.
Exactly.
You're constantly fishing. And I completely agree with you.
Bobber dogging, no, and especially even on the big water stuff with the sleds, you get 5 or 6 guys
wall.
that can put a bobber here, and then they can put a bobber here, and put a bobber here, and honestly, when it comes to boat control and all that crap,
Yeah.
you don't need any.
don't need- you want it
open
dragging
your
down
bell,
river.
You just reel some slides. The boats shift.
yeah.
Or if it's a really windy condition,
Yep.
I used to hate side drifting in the wind.
Well, we've all struggled with keeping our gear
yeah.
fishing, back when, and I think the reality of this is we used to only drift fish, for years and years.
Yep.
That's how we caught steelhead, was drift fishing on the bottom, and you're doing the same thing with an indicator. And is what the bobber allows you to do is keep your gear in that zone where the fish are holding for longer. You're able to let out line for miles, whereas on a drift fish, you're at a 45 to 45 basically. You're in front of you.
Yeah,
to
and
45.
anytime you're drifting, and anytime that current pulls one part of the line differently than the other, you get
Yep.
a different sway in the line. Where
Yep.
when you're bobber dogging, your line goes to your bobber, your indicator, and then drops down to your gear, and so your line is always fishing within that current line. So you can make a cast on the top of literally a 200-yard run, and it's going to sit there and stay in that seam line for 200 yards. You never have to adjust. Ryan Hendricks, thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Attach a question to those super chats, guys. We'll do that.
That's the man.
Yep, thank you very
That's
much.
our man.
Yep.
How you doing, Ryan? Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Is that him?
Uh-huh.
Why does it say senior? See it?
Because he's senior, man.
Is that like the Ryan?
I think so.
No.
Of course.
Hells
In the
yeah.
flesh.
in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Flash, just super chat.
Thank you, Ryan.
Going strong. All right. You want to go over this? Can you see? No.
Yep, you're in there.
You know, one thing I think why bobber dogging became so popular and the ease of it is I always called it drift fishing for dummies.
Yep.
Because it started, I always, growing up, I'd always fish beads, but they were on a piece of pencil lead. And then it got to the point where I saw somebody fishing with a bobber and they had a bead on there, and I went, whoa.
The biggest
and
part.
they started that. Then you put another one on the end of it, and it was like, whoa, I'm fishing even more now. And it was like a revolution, I feel like, in the last 5 or 6 years of efficient fishing, and maybe even because fishing got a little tougher.
It's efficient, too, on the fact that you set a 10-foot lead, and that 10-foot lead between the bobber stop and your lead can fish effectively through 3 feet of water, literally to 12 feet of water.
12 feet of water, yeah.
So for guys that don't know the river or don't necessarily know like spots in the river or like depths or current like folds in the current, these guys can cast out the top of a 200-yard run, and it might start in 3 feet of water, and that lead's going to go down, but that bobber's still pulling the gear along, and then it might shallow, and then it might go to 12 feet, sweep the beads for a minute, and then tick back up. Like, honestly, you don't even need to know the river bottom as well.
It
It's
really
very
has
efficient.
changed it
guys.
a lot. Hey, Jens.
Thank you, Jens. Appreciate it.
And I will
Thanks,
see you in a
man.
couple weeks, brother. I am
Oh,
looking
that's
forward
good
to it.
karma. You better get him a fish.
He
Jens, you better report back if this guy doesn't get you a fish or if he does.
What was it last time, Jens? I think 20, 24 or 28.
That's last time, man. I've got tons of those
Hey, you
stories.
gotta be there
bud.
for the good times and the bad times, brother.
Well, good karma to you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jens. Much
Thank you, Jens.
appreciated.
See you soon, brother.
Yes.
All
Real
right.
fast setup. Do it.
I'm going to go over the setup, guys. I think I got it perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to run down kind of, obviously you have, well, some of you may not know, but there's a bobber stop which you put on your main line on your braid that will allow your float to be adjusted to certain depths. And then the next thing is just a little bead. So this bead will slide up your line, hit your bobber stop, and stop you at that point. And then I follow that up with like a big corky. And the reason I use that big corky, it's almost like an insurance policy. It kind of tells you if you've made a cast and you're tangled up, all this will, if you don't tangle, all 3 of these will suck tight together and look.
Come back a little bit more into
This way.
the Gerbers.
There we go. So those 3, if your cast is good, all 3, your bead, your corky, and your bobber will all stick tightly together once your weight hits the bottom and pulls it downstream. Now, as far as an insurance policy, if not, you'll see something like this with your corky just kind of floating up top of it. Floating up top of it like that, and that would indicate that you're tangled and you would want to reel in and make another cast. Clint, you went off that. Do you want to?
While he's breaking, Jens, great question, dude. Thanks for the support. Send us your address. We're going to send you a pack of these brand new sexy steelhead worms. So thank you
These
very
are the
much, my
colors.
friend.
The ones.
Hey, all you guys that have super chatted, I had to jump in here really quick. I'm in the background today, but I just wanted to say we appreciate the support. If it wasn't for any of you guys out there, we wouldn't be doing this whole thing that we've built. And so thank you so much for the
Thank
support.
you.
We appreciate it.
Always put a bobber stop below your bobber. And also, talk about a Dave's Tangle Free instead of pencil.
Yeah, I'm
because
going to,
I am
yeah.
out of my Dave's Tangle Frees. I'm pissed.
Well, luckily Dave sent me a Christmas gift. And
Well, send you. Where's my Christmas gift?
Damn it.
I might have requested the Christmas gift,
Right.
but still, either way. So after the corky goes down to the bobber, the idea of these flat bobbers like this, guys, this is a bobber dogging bobber. It's cut off in the back. The idea behind that is that your bobber is going to lay flat in the water. It's going to point downstream, and this flat piece, the water is going to push against the flat, forcing your gear downstream.
Do you have a video of that, Clint? Oh, you're showing it now.
And Clint is showing the video right here. So you see how that bobber's pointed downstream? The idea of that is that the water is pushing against the face of the bobber and helping. It's almost like, like walking a dog. It's like pulling it down the river, essentially. Or your dog walking you, however you want to look at it.
It's so cute.
That's good, Clint. And and then next I go down to a 3-way swivel. Am I still in the screen there? There we go. So I go to a 3-way swivel, tied back to my braid. And then for a weight, I use a Dave's Tangle Free. You can use whatever you want, but over the years, I found that these are by far the least. They just don't get snagged a lot. They're quiet on the bottom. They don't dig in like lead does.
I think they're a little wider for the weight that they are, so they don't get into every little nook and
every
cranny.
little crevice. We've all drift fished pencil lead that just sticks into the bottom every 2 seconds, and so this is the most effective way I found to bobber dog. And then after that, after your 3-way swivel, you run, you know, your setup, which would either be, you know, your bead, your double bead, or your yarny.
We're gonna really
whatever
break
you're
those down on the
offering.
Facebook Live too.
Yeah, I will kind of go over those different offerings on the Facebook Live, but this is a double bead setup here. And like I said, you could bobber dog pretty much anything. You could bobber dog bait, you can bobber dog yarnies, beads, corkies, and bait. I mean, there's just a wide range of things that you can do and be effectively fishing through a lot of water that in the past we wouldn't be fishing, you know? And it's just a super, super effective way. And it's pretty easy for the beginner or the novice fisherman to pick up the concept. It's one of those things like set your bobber stop deeper than you should and fish it through whatever, you know.
See that bobber ticking and registering on the bottom.
Yep.
And Mark Leslie said, so mending the line same as regular. And he actually, no, it's not.
So I'll cover that because that's really important.
That's super important.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Great question. So
Thank you, Mark.
when you're, you know,
Looks like that bow on the line. Sorry.
yes. So there's, I always tell people to imagine a candy cane, and like you got to think of it this way: the more line you have on the water, the more drag is forcing against your bobber, forcing your gear downstream faster than the current's moving. So, but in slower water, you need to put a little line on the water to make your gear move. You know, if you're getting an eddy type water, I lay a little extra water on the line. So it's kind of a, in your normal current, I just keep that candy cane shape in front of my bobber, not a straight mend to my bobber.
You keep that curl, so the bobber's getting pulled downstream. The current's pushing on the flat side of the bobber.
Yep.
You want the line that leads from the bobber to go directly downstream because basically wherever that line is pointed is the direction the bobber is going to go.
Yep.
If you're mending it like a normal float and you bring that, if it's coming off the point of the bobber and if you're pulling it towards the boat, that bobber is going to kick and it's going to sweep more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the way you get really long, really effective, good bottom contact drifts is leaving like an actual. I always try to keep it about 2 feet.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
About 2 feet because you don't want too much.
Yeah.
Too much and you watch that bobber go down and then you're reeling like a freaking idiot trying to catch up to that damn fish.
Yeah.
Who's sitting there whacking on the bead or whatever, has it stuck in the corner of his mouth, and you've got to get the hook in him.
Yep.
So it's a fine line between too much and too little, but same thing. You want to put the bobber on the water, have the line out to where like what you're doing on one end of the rod is not having any effect on the gear. And like I said, if you do it effectively, and like when we do it out of the sleds and the big water stuff, or even on some of the big drifts, you can literally make one cast for 200 yards and fish every
crazy.
inch of it the whole way.
Effectively.
And you're fishing it. So
Well,
yeah.
we
Very good, important question.
We put out a couple of how-tos as well. So if you want some
Yep.
more demonstration than we could do here in the studio, check those out on the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys can check that out too. Our Addicted Fishing, you guys know the channel. I think we're going to have to breeze off over here to the Facebook Live, folks. But there's one other thing I want to talk about. Why don't you post up that little flyer there, Clint, that you got loaded up. So this is the Friends of the Sealets fundraiser. So what I think is going on here, guys, is these guys are starting to, I think either starting to create or trying to amplify a wild broodstock program going on the Sealets. And now we're talking river names. Amplify. They already have one going on down there. Yeah, so they're trying to amplify, get some money up and get some donations and stuff like that going. Those guys need help. It is no question. And you will see over the next 5, 6, 10 episodes of Addicted Life as we're putting them out that broodstock works.
Yes.
Wild broodstock works. It's what we need to be doing. So we're going to have some participation. We're going to be talking a lot about this. For those of you guys that are interested, check out these flyers. Do they have a Facebook page?
I don't think they do.
I haven't seen it pop up yet.
Signing up with the guides on that day.
I will say that Grant Sheely is, if anyone can't make it and still wants to do some sort of donation to their program, Grant Sheely is in charge of that. You can reach directly out to Grant. He's in charge of deposits going into that program
And
and
just to be
fundraiser.
clear, every dollar goes right to the broodstock,
100%.
not ODF&W or
Yep.
anything. It goes right back into the program to let them use it. So
This
I
is
would-
put on by fishermen for fishermen, basically, and it's
Basically the same thing that are going on some of the rivers a little further north.
yep.
Maybe there was a fish caught in an episode of Addicted Life on there. I don't know.
That's right.
But yeah, so these programs are proving successful. There's even some in Washington too that are proving successful
getting
even
little
this
hints.
year.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there, guys. But like I said, we all need to help. We all need to be there. I don't know what I can do. Might just go try to fish that river. Never have that day. Go down there, jump in the seat, do something.
Just to get people out there, yeah,
Just
some
to
more
do
money
it.
involved.
More money involved. I might go play. I don't know.
Yeah, we might be casting.
Yeah.
What's that?
What are
That's
you
our
doing?
steelhead from last weekend.
Are you kidding me?
I swear, eat it. That's winter steelhead. People try to tell me winter steelhead ain't good. They're full of it. 'Cause
Those are the two that you brought back.
this is just smoked
Don't
and
get
canned.
Kevin Gray started.
That's those hatchery guys.
No. I just don't. I'm not a fish eater guy. Like
I'm
in
not a
general.
fish eater either. But
I'm good. I've
love
had
fish.
I'm good. Thank you.
I've had canned fish.
I'm good. I've had canned fish.
I'm not a fish eater, but that's pretty damn good.
Doesn't that taste good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you guys. And
All
so, last but not least, just real fast before we shoot over, we thank you guys for tuning in. I know we had to do kind of the simplified chat on YouTube. We're still thinking about switching everything completely over to this. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. We do have our
Guys.
new
We've pretty much
flavor.
decided that we're not switching everything over to this.
We're
gonna
not.
do both.
We're gonna do both. Correct.
Forever, everybody.
But we're gonna amplify both, or do it longer. Either way, we got some new addicted worms going. When are they on
Yes.
the website?
Bree, that is Megan.
Probably next week sometime, you guys.
Mike will have them on there soon.
Ava,
and then
Austin, love you
The
guys.
main place you'll be able to get them, Portland Sportsman Show.
Portland Sportsman Show.
If you want to get your hands
That's
on
where we
every
got
one of
these.
them.
We will have them in the booth. Some of these are a little more like specific. Like we've got some pink haze with chartreuse tails. We've got some of the peachy pearl with black tails. Got some real high contrast stuff. We got some real bright stuff for fishing those not ideal conditions as well.
That one.
So those will be available at the Portland Sportsman Show, but they'll also be on at Addicted Fishing, www.addicted.fishing for you guys to purchase within the week.
This one's
We'll probably make a couple posts about it too on there.
There's
But
some on there right now, just not a lot of the new colors.
there's some on there now, but just not the 6 new colors.
Thanks, Doug. You're cool too, man.
Yes, we do appreciate it, guys. Well, Brian Bollinger, if you can't get to Portland to go to the Portland Sportsman Show, you're missing out on the best sportsman show west of the Mississippi.
It's a
We
pretty good
might
one.
just all be. There's a bunch of us.
Running
there.
There's a bunch of us
It'll
there.
be
We all have
quite-
booths
yeah.
right next to each other. And for those that you guys don't know, we have 3 booths for addicted fishing, and then like 4 guide booths all right next to it. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be so fun. We'll be talking about.
so fun.
It's fun. We'll be talking more about that as
Can't
we
wait to
get
get the
a
flu.
little bit closer.
Yeah, right.
And that's right. The Monday after
5
one of us
gallon
dies.
jugs of-
It's great.
I'm giving everybody fist bumps and
Yeah.
lots of hand sanitizer.
That's a good idea.
I'm wearing black gloves.
I'm fist bumping.
Fist
everyone.
bumping. We'll
Rubber
fist.
gloves, guys.
Rubber gloves. I know
That's
all
a
the
good
money.
idea.
I might wear one of those masks. The
Yeah,
whole
I might
time.
too.
I should day one just to be funny.
Just
I always yeah. everybody from handling money.
Oh, good stuff, guys. All right, it's 6:35. We better head over to Facebook Live at Addicted Fishing on our Facebook page. If you guys aren't on there, head on over there. And then we're going to be doing the full bobber dogging spiel. We thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys over there.
See you
Later,
guys
guys.
over there.
Or maybe next week here.
Oh, it's a damn trout. Dude, it almost ripped the rod out of my hand.
Oh, it's a little wild, huh?
That's what we're after, just a little bigger.
Pretty little guy.
Oh, big toad, dude. Toad. And she's way down there. No way I'm getting it back.
Dude, hold him away from me.
I think I'll just put it right here.
Actually, while you guys are installing, I'm going to walk it back up. What are we going to be putting in there?
Yeesh.
What are we putting in there, Nick?
Putting some steelhead in here.
That's right. We're gonna. So for all you guys tuning in, this is another episode of Addicted Life. We're gonna be fishing today with Nick Popov and Evan Lafke here. We got some good sticks going down the river, and we are looking for wild steelhead that are hopefully gonna be going in this box for a broodstock program. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and give us a comment down below. And hopefully, I think today we're gonna catch some fish, right?
That's right. That's the goal.
That's the goal. All right.